Hello, 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 hello. How's it going? I'm so glad that you joined us for our master class. And I want to thank you for opting in to give us a chance to just show you what we're doing with AIMS, what AIMS is doing and what AIMS is trying to do, and what we want to help you to do also. We want you to be a part of our movement and a part of our growth and a part of our success. And we want you to share in that success. So, uh, getting started, my name is Chris Crockett. I am a leaser. A little bit about me. I've been dealing in cars for over 20 years, like 23, 24 years now. And, I've experienced a lot of success in this business. I've made six figures multiple times. And, with this car business, I tell you, with this leasing business, the way that I will teach you to lease cars, you can literally make however much money you desire to make. So if you only want to make a couple of $1,000s extra a month, which that's nothing, that's a good amount of money. That extra $2,000 a month will change your finances. You know, so if that's what you want to make. Hey, what's up? This is Chris here. Hey, I had to interrupt the class. First, let me say thank you for joining us in this master class, and I hope you get at least enough information to get you started and to get you in the right direction. Secondly, I want to tell you that when I share with you the experience I had, the money that I made, the vehicles that I bought, the people that I helped, and the things that I've done, I want you to put yourself in my position. I want you to see yourself doing the same thing, receiving the same income, and just experiencing the same results. Because what I teach in the class is a system, and because it's a system, it does not care who uses the system. If you do the system, it will give you the same results. It doesn't care if you're a woman. It doesn't care if you're a man. It doesn't care if you're fat. It doesn't care if you're skinny, if you're rich, or if you're poor. If you do the same steps that I teach in my system, you will receive the same results. So I want you to see yourself earning that income, and buying those assets and making those investments, and creating that substantial income for your family. Thank you. Now back to the regular programming. You can make that in a short amount of time. If you're looking to make $10,000 or $15,000 or even $20,000 a month, it is so doable. And I'll show you a few receipts of us producing those numbers. But it, in this business, it's all about what you're looking to make and what you desire to make. It's not about how much you can make. It's how much you want to make, and how much effort are you willing to put in so that you can make that type of money, the type of money that you desire. And it's possible. I remember when I realized it, I was making like I was making like $3,000-4,000 a month. And me and my wife, we had took a family vacation. And I was just sitting by the pool and reflecting, and I realized that I'm making $3,000-4,000 a month extra by choice. If I wanted to make more, I can make more. And I did the numbers. I wrote the numbers down, and I showed my wife. Yeah, and I was telling her, you know, uh, I want to make $10,000 a month. And when I made that decision after the vacation, I went home, and I was up to that number before the year was out. $10,000 a month. And then I surpassed that, and I just saw that this was a limitless opportunity. That the only limit to this opportunity is the limit that I placed on myself, and it's the same thing with you. The only limit that you have with this opportunity is going to be the limit you place on yourself. Is because the demand is there. The demand is there. I tell people all the time, if I had 1,000 cars, I would sell 1,000 cars. If I had 10,000 cars, I would sell 10,000 cars. The system that I use to do business is is unheard of, and every customer that I run into, they just thank me, and they're so thankful and so grateful that I have this service, and I'm humbled by the opportunity to be able to help people, and not only help people, but to make money helping people. To do good and receive good in return. It is just a blessing just to be able to do that, and I want to help you to do the same thing. And once you start to doing it, you will see what I mean. It's something that you have to experience for yourself. How much of a blessing it is. A bit about how I got started. I had a job, and I had saved some money, and I was looking for a car. I wanted a car, but more than a car, I wanted to start a business. I had just got into a multi-level marketing business that didn't work at all, but it got me excited about the business process. So I was really interested in business, so I wanted to start a business, and I didn't know exactly what direction to go in to start a business. But it just so happened that my stepfather, he was in the neighborhood, and he saw a car, and he asked the neighbor about the car, and the neighbor was like, "This was my wife's car, and we just want to get rid of it. She has a new car, and we just want to get rid of it." So uh, my father, he came to me, and he told me about the car, and the car was $500. So I went and checked out the car, and the car was in great condition for $500. And a light bulb went off in my head that, hey, this can make some money. This can really make some money. And long story short, I purchased the vehicle. I went to the Dollar Tree and got some cleaning supply, and I cleaned the vehicle up as the best I could, and I put a for sale sign on it. I put a for sale sign on it for I think $1,600, and a few people called me about it, but no real hits. And then one gentleman, he came, and he wanted to check out the vehicle, and he came and checked out the vehicle, and he he just started talking about the vehicle. Hey, this is wrong, and this is wrong, and you have an oil leak, and you have a rack and pinion leak, and I didn't even know what a rack and pinion was at the time. I knew nothing about cars, you know, uh, but he just was talking about the vehicle, and he had me second guessing myself, thinking, oh, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe this is not the vehicle I thought it was. And after he talked about the vehicle, he was like, and I'm sorry, I just can't give you anything more than $1,100 for the vehicle. And I was stunned. I was stunned because here it was that I had a vehicle that I just paid $500 for, and a few days later, I'm making an additional $600 on a profit on this vehicle. That I did was vacuum it out and clean it up a little bit. And so I did the deal, of course, and as he was paying me, he was apologizing to me that he had to lowball me. But in my head, I was like, I just made $600 with less than an hour worth of work. This is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. and 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 that's what I did. I started selling vehicles and flipping them like that. And I was making, I ran into some hiccups, but I was making decent money overall. But it just seemed too slow. It was a slow process that it really didn't like it wasn't as fast as I would like it to be. I dealt with a lot of tire kickers. I dealt with a lot of low ballers, and they wanted to cut you low and things like that. And so I went back to the drawing board, and I was like, how can I make this a more quicker, easier process? And I came up with payments. I take payments for vehicles, and once I started taking payments for vehicles, car sales just took off. People was buying them left and right. As quick as I got them, they bought them. Like the first month in business, I sold 10 vehicles the first month, and I didn't know what I was doing. Honestly, I didn't. I knew nothing about cars, and all I knew is all I had was Craigslist, and I would find a car, and I would literally find vehicles for $500, and I would take them and fix them up the best I could. And my stepdad, he was a mechanic, so if it had a problem, he would do the little work that it needed to fix to run better, and I would sell the vehicle for 500 down. And so what I did was I would buy a vehicle for $500 and sell it for 500 down. Now, and I didn't know anything about cars. And now looking back in hindsight, I would not advise anybody to do the business like I did, because I ran into so many problems. The cars I was selling was basically lemons. Most of them was lemons, and so I was running into all type of problems with customers. Customers bringing cars back and complaining, and cars breaking down on the side of the road, and it was just a lot of problems. But some of the cars was decent vehicles, and some of them ran good, and some of the customers ended up fixing the car, or whatever the issue was with the car, and kept the car and kept the payments of the car. And at the end of that year, I went back and calculated how much money that I made from that first month transaction, and I made $10,000. So I used $500, and I just kept flipping that same $500. And by the end of that year, I had made $10,000 from that first month of business that I was in, and so that totally changed my life and my perspective. And I worked a minimum wage job, and so to have an additional $10,000 that month, I mean that year, it was an incredible experience. Uh, I don't advise people to do it how I did it, because even though I made $10,000, I could have made a lot more than that. If I had done it right, I would have had created a lot more. But even for it to be my first month in business like that, I made a incredible amount of money. So I started to learn the business, and I started to pay attention to the process, and I started to buy better vehicles, and create a better relationship with my customers, and it just grew over time, until I got a rhythm down, and I had a process down on how to sell vehicles, and what vehicles to sell and what vehicles to avoid. And it just I made very decent, comfortable money, and I was comfortable for a long time. And on vacation, I was sitting by the pool, and I was contemplating, and I realized that the money that I was making was by choice. That if I desired to make more money, that I could make more money. I would just have to increase my production. And so I went back and told my wife, you know, uh, my ideal, and she agreed with me. And I started to up my production of vehicles, and in a short amount of time, I started making $10,000 a month selling vehicles. And look, I was a minimum wage earner in the workspace. I never really earned more than minimum wage, really, you know. But here I was with a part-time business that was earning $10,000 a month, so we ended up going into business full time doing the car business, and in a short amount of time we was doing $15,000 to $20,000 a month in business. And I was, I went back to the drawing board, and I saw the way I was selling cars. I was looking at other dealerships. I was looking at dealerships and how they had cars on their lot, and they just had cars sitting on their lot. And I was looking at the way that I sold cars, and the way I was selling cars, I could not keep a car. As soon as I had a car, and I didn't do any advertisement. Yeah, it was word of mouth because people really needed this service. So they were really everybody was begging me for a vehicle because what I realized was the market that I was serving was so underserved that there was almost I had no competition almost. And the people who did uh, sell cars like I was selling it, they didn't respect their customers, and they didn't do it for the customer. They did it for the profit, and they didn't care about the customer. And where I was different, I realized that when you care about the customer will care about you. And so the my whole process was unique. And it, I just couldn't keep a car on lot. And I was like, if I had 1,000 cars, I would sell 1,000 cars. Like it would be no, uh, there's no doubt in my mind. It was just that uh, incredible. The business opportunity was that incredible. And so I got to thinking. I was like, there's so many people who need this service that I wouldn't be able to help everybody. I wouldn't, I wouldn't have enough time to help everybody. And so I really got interested in how could I duplicate myself? How could I share this opportunity with more people so that they can have the opportunity to earn the income that they desire? Because, I realized that I had an opportunity where I can decide my income. If I wanted to make 5,000 a month, I can make $5,000 a month. I just had to work out the numbers and do the process. If I wanted to make 10,000, I can do 10,000, 15,000, 15, 20. It did not matter. I could decide my own income, and do the work that was required and start to receive this income monthly. And so it was just a incredible opportunity. So I got real interested in how to share this opportunity, and so I started to work on plans to share the opportunity. And it led me out to California. So at the height of my business in Texas, me and my family, we packed up and moved to California. And in California, I was planning on opening up a dealership and starting to do business in California. But it just so happened that COVID hit. So COVID kind of wiped out everything. And I didn't have a job, and I was surviving on the income from the cars that I had sold previously, the monthly payments that was coming in for the car. And we survived for maybe 2 years off of the vehicles. And but while we were in the pandemic, and while we were while we were going through the the COVID, I was able to really focus on the business and how to uh, um, make the business where it's duplicatable, where anybody could start leasing vehicles and making money. And so we came up with the IAMS leasing system, which is what we're sharing with you now. And with the IAMS leasing system, I really focus in on how we could take anybody from a novice. You don't have to know anything about cars, and get you to where you're a professional lease agent. Where you're leasing vehicles on a professional level, and you start earning money as soon as possible. If you got started today, you can be earning money by tomorrow. I can literally teach you how to find a vehicle, a regular average vehicle at an affordable price. There's no need buy vehicles wholesale or low ball vehicles, or find them cheap. And you don't need to be a mechanic where you have to work on cars and fix things up. You can buy regular average running vehicles and lease them, and make an incredible profit. And this is the system that we're introducing you to now.
All right, so let's get right into it. This is not going to take long. I'm going to show you how easy it is using the IAMS system. All right, so all you'll need is your smartphone and Facebook Marketplace for the most part. You can use OfferUp and some of the other Craigslist and some of the other things, but for the most part, Facebook Marketplace is where it's at. And listen, we're not looking for brand new cars. We're not looking for excellent condition cars. We're looking for average, regular, ordinary vehicles that run good, and they're all over Facebook Marketplace. It's easy to find. Look at this one. This is 2005 Hyundai Elantra. This is perfect. It's for 1900. Using my negotiation system, you'll get it down to about 1500, maybe uh, um, 16 if it's in good condition. But I'm pretty sure we could do 1500 for this car. So for 1500, you'll have your first investment. And listen, that's not it. I will also show you how to take one car and use that one car to create four more cars quickly. I'm not talking about in a few months. I'm talking about in a few days. I will teach you how to turn one car into four cars. And look at this one. This is a great car, great price, 2008 Kia Monte, $1,500, and title good. It's small. That means it's inspected. You want to get a car that's able to pass your inspection in that state. This one is clean, and it's ready to go. And once I show you how to check out cars and what to look for in cars, then you can go out and check out the car, and if it's good to go, you have an investment right there for $1,500. And this guy, he messes me back real quick, and that's how quick it is. It can happen in as little as 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and you can be in you can have your investment vehicle. But this car, $1,500, you pay $1,500, and this investment would give you a return of $4,000 profit minimum. Now I'm not talking about $4,000 altogether, $4,000 profit, and this is with no headache, no stress, no tire kickers, and the customer is not only going to pay you the $4,000 profit, they're going to be excited and happy to pay you the $4,000 profit. And it's all in my system. It's an easy step-by-step system that teaches you how to take average, ordinary cars and make extraordinary income. And I do it all day, every day. You know, it's a simple process. It's easy to learn. Look, you don't have to be no mechanic. You don't have to. When I started selling cars, the only thing that I knew about cars was how to put gas in it, and my stepdad taught me during the process how to check the oil and other little things. And you'll pick up little things where you can check out the car and make sure it's in good condition. But other than that, you're not going to be working on cars. You're not looking for fixer uppers. You're looking for cars that are ready to go. And this car was a vehicle that's ready to go. And you can find them all day on Facebook Marketplace. It to find a car ready to go probably shouldn't take you no more than a day. And that's if you're taking your time. If you're really aggressively looking for a vehicle, couple of hours tops, and you'll have a car that's ready for investment. And within a couple of more hours, the system will show you how to prep the car and get it ready for lease. Couple of more hours, you can have that car leased and steady income coming every single month for that car for 1 to 2 years or more, you know. And the process that I'm teaching you and the way that I lease these cars is there's you will not have enough cars for the customers that want cars. And you'll see it from your first post, from the first time you post, you will see how needed this service is. Like you're going to be providing a service that is needed, that they will be begging you to to pay you for your service. And once you start the process, it will become a lifelong investment for you. It's just because the the returns on investment is so incredible. Look at this one. This was 2009 Ford Focus, $1,400. Okay, so it has registration behind. So this one I would pass on this one. It wouldn't fit into my qualifying vehicles, but there are just so many vehicles on here that's ready to go, and you don't have to do anything but get it, prep it, and then the preparation is simple. It's a simple process, and post it, and you'll have clients begging you to take their money, begging you to take their money. And I'm gonna teach you. It's a 14-step system, and all you have to do is follow one step after the next step, and you will start to generate income. And incredible income. Like I said, I teach you how to use one car, turn that one car into four cars, and you'll start off with $2,000, $3,000 a month income, and you can build up from there. You can scale it to $10,000 within a few months. I'm not talking about you can make it $10,000 a month next year. I'm talking about within 90 days you could be producing $10,000 a month in income just by my simple 14-step process. So, just in case you thought it was a game, let me show you. The proof is in the pudding. Listen, this is one vehicle that I posted, and I literally had to turn my notifications off because it was going wild. Like, I was getting notifications every minute. Every minute, a new notification was coming into my inbox, and they wanted this car, and it doesn't matter where you are. If you're providing this service using the IAMS system, you're going to get the same results. You're going to have customers begging you, harassing you. Look, I don't give my phone number out. I learned that years ago not to give my phone number out because I had customers calling me all times of the day and night asking, do I have a vehicle or when will I have a vehicle, and that they just got paid and they're waiting on me and don't forget about them, and I try my best to satisfy as many customers as I can, but it's impossible. Look at these numbers. Look at all of these people asking. Most of them I didn't even respond to. Look, have you ever had a business where you sold a product where you had more customers than you had product, and you can literally take your pick of the best customers, and I'll show you exactly how to pick that customer. But all you will have to do is follow the steps. I give a step-by-step system that will almost guarantee you success in the business. All you have to do is follow the system. It can't be any easier than that, and I make it so easy. See, I follow the KISS method, the keep it simple, stupid. I make everything simple. Everything is easy. Everything is doable. That's why I say all you need is a smartphone and Facebook Marketplace. Easy, simple, doable. I don't do complicated. I can't stand complicated things. I think if you want something to be duplicatable, you want to be able to teach something, it has to be simple. It has to be, the average, ordinary 12-year-old should be able to understand and do everything that you're asking them to do. And everything that I'm asking you to do, a 12-year-old can do the same thing with ease. With ease. Not even hard, not even complicated. And, not to get off the subject, but that's what pisses me off with a lot of these other programs. They promise you, all this money and you can make this and make that. Then you sign up for the program and you see that it's difficult. You see that it's not a simple process, that it has so many requirements. This is a simple process with very few requirements.
So there you have it. You see how simple the process is in finding vehicles, and you see the potential that a vehicle can, the potential income that a vehicle can produce. Now you can go out and get started. You can get started right now with the information that you have and start purchasing cars and leasing vehicles. You don't need me. Like I told you, when I started, I didn't have no information. I started with no information. But if I had the information that I'm teaching you on the IAMS lease system, it would have saved me a lot of heartache, tens of thousands of dollars, and just a lot of time. It would save a lot of precious time because the learning curve that in the business, is a hard curve. A lot of people don't make it around the learning curve. I can teach you. I have a 14-step system that will teach you step by step. I leave nothing to the imagination. I share with you everything that I know, from how to uh, find the cars, prep the cars, the customers, which cars are going to be the best suitable for leasing. You know, the how to find the most affordable cars, how to find the best customers, the most committed customers. It just the list goes on and on. How to create income, how to turn $2,000 into $8,000 in the matter of days. I teach you a step by step system. I go with you on this journey of the car business. See, you don't want to be alone doing this. You want to have a group, an organization, of people that are willing to work with you in creating this business opportunity. So I want to invite you to join us in this AIMS opportunity. And this is just the first level. This will be the first level when you join, is for us to uh, teach you and train you how to be a proficient lease agent. And then we move on to the next level, AIMS consultant, where you help other people and you train other people and you offer this AIMS system to other individuals, and you make an additional income for that. Now, to get started with the AIMS system is going to be $1,000. It's $1,000 to get started with the AIMS system, and don't let the money stop you. Don't don't let the $1,000, because you could be producing two, three, four, $5,000 next month from this system. From what I'm going to teach you, you could be producing $5,000 within a month or two. And if you don't have look, if this doesn't resonate with you, then you know I don't want you to join the system. I don't want you to invest in the system. If you're not interested in the car business, if you're not interested in the leasing business, if I don't resonate with you, then thank you for your time. Thank you for checking us out, and you're welcome to leave now. But if this resonates with you, if you can see yourself in this leasing business and helping people get into vehicles that they desperately need, then sign up for the AIMS lease system. If you don't have the whole $1,000, sign up. We have a credit program, Clara, and there's a couple of other programs that you can sign up for that can help you finance the program. But it is well worth the money. It will save you so much money, so much time, and so much heartache, and it will get you on the right road so that you can earn the income that you desire. Because listen, the time that we're in today, we're in a time where two incomes is not enough for a household. You need three, four incomes for a household to survive. And this is an additional income where you can decide how much you desire to earn and literally go and earn it. And it doesn't take a lot of technical experience. You don't have to know about computers, and you don't have to uh, get a loan for hundreds of thousands of dollars to buy houses and flip houses. Now, if that's your thing, go ahead and do that. But if you're just a regular person with a regular income and you want to increase that income, this is the business for you. For as little as $1,000, you can start flipping cars today. You can start leasing vehicles today for as little as $1,000. So this is the plan, and I want you to know that you won't be alone. You'll have access to me. You can reach out to me, and I will help you through the process. You will have this this system that you can go to and you can listen to over and over again, and it will teach you step by step what to do and when to do it and how to do it. And then you'll have the other AIMS members. You'll sign up for our group, our social media group, our Facebook group, I Am Lease. And you can join our group and share with other members of the IAMS lease system and into how to produce the income that you desire leasing vehicles. I thank you for your time and your patience and letting me speak with you. You might need an interpreter because I have a strong Southern accent, but I'm pretty sure you understood every word that I say. I hope you did anyway. And thank you for your time for joining me on this introduction to IAMS leasing system. And I hope to see you in the program. And also check out the other programs. If you're not ready for the IAMS lease system, I have a book, Cash Flow Card, that will teach you how to buy and flip cars. And I also have a quick start that teaches you the 5 tools that I have used to create six-figure income. And you can start to use these tools immediately. You see an explosion in your income if you implement these 5 tools that I use. These are the tools that I've learned over the 20 years that I've been in the car business, and these is the 5 things that help me to generate incredible income. And you're welcome to start with those. And once you see it work, then come to IAMS and then do the IAMS system, because the IAMS system will be the bread and butter of the business. So do the IAMS system and start to create this income that you want. Peace and love. So listen, you saw how easy it is. You saw the process. All we have to do now is get started. And this is where we come to the first step of the system. See, I teach a system. It's a systematic thing. It's just one thing after another, and you just repeat the process. And this is literally my step one in the system is secure the bag. So you now that you've seen the product, now that you see that you want to be a part of our AIM system and learn this AIM system and start earning this income, you have to secure the bag. So maybe you already have the money. Maybe you have the $997 that it takes to order the program. That's perfect. That's great. Secure the bag, and then the next step is to buy the asset. So purchase the asset. Go ahead and click the button, purchase the asset, and let's get started. Or maybe you don't have a $997 right now and you want to get started. Well, hey, we got Klarna and we have Afterpay. Click either one of those buttons and you can get started for as little as $100, and we can start the process, the system of you earning the income that you desire right now, today. So click on either one of those buttons, hey, and let's get started making this money, baby. All right, peace.